gradual build-up to the final confrontation between Jordan and Gerald. What makes this confrontation unavoidable? Was it predictable? What earlier events foreshadowed this final conflict? Was it necessary for Jordan to die?
I would say yes, because he never really changed after prison, and like he acted like he did, and he like tried his best to be a good person and not to abuse kids, I guess. And I think that it was inevitable that he was going to rape Angel again, because I feel like the book kind of called for a final confrontation, and obviously if Angel is in trouble, Gerald will protect her at all costs, and I think that that final confrontation, Jordan being killed in the end of it, was, like it was leading up to that, and that he, in my opinion, at least got what he deserved.
When he first came back, I think that all the readers truly kind of knew, like deep down, that he was going to do something really bad at the end, or like, from that point in the book to the end. Because for the reason that like, why else would he come back for something like that? Like he literally raped their daughter. That's so serious. There's not many people that would come back to a family after they abuse a daughter like that. So it was kind of just doomed from the start.
So what we were talking about before, like how when Gerald and Angel like got older, like the more like they were able to like stand up for themselves and like actually like, fight back and stuff. So I was just thinking how it was like bound to happen because they're getting older and like knew it was wrong and like they weren't gonna take it anymore and like they're just done doing like physically, emotionally, and like mentally and everything.
Can I say something real quick? I mean, I'll give it to you after. So that's a good point. I think we should get straight in the book. Like, I don't think this might sound bad, but in the book, I think Mr. Finney said that Jordan never actually really raped her. He was sexually assaulted, and I mean, yes, they're both awful, but I think when it gets into the later questions, when we're comparing Precious's situation to Angel's situation, we should have that.
That's a solid point. The other thing is that
I was just gonna say, every time Jordan hit Gerald, like he had that fiery like feeling inside of him in his eyes, but like every single time he had to keep his cool for Angel, and like you knew that something was gonna happen in the end, but just Angel was always there, and he always felt like he had to watch over her and like stay calm. And he didn't want to give Jordan that satisfaction of him being upset when he like was physically abusing her. So that was just bound to happen, as Claudia was saying, that they were getting older and they just knew that it was bad, and it was just bound to happen. And it was, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you, but like I thought it was like super predictable, especially at the point when Gerald walked in on Jordan with like Angel on his lap, because at that point he like knew something was going. He knew like exactly what was happening, but he was at that point in his life where he kind of was helpless. Like he wasn't strong enough to like defend his sister, and I I can't like relate to that feeling, but I could imagine like being an older brother, and seeing your younger sister like going through that and not being able to like protect her would be like the worst feeling in the world, because like he was really like the head of, not the household, but like head of Angel. Like really her idol was Gerald, and at that point I could tell something was gonna happen at the end, just because like he just needed to like kind of have revenge on Jordan.
the other thing is that the author really made kind of a point when you go back to the first time that when Gerald first tells Mr. Washington about what Jordan was doing to Angel, and on the court case they sentenced Jordan to, I think it was like 6 years, and we know that at the time Gerald is like 11 or so, so you know that Jordan will get out before Gerald would turn 18 and be able to move out and live on his own. So you know that, like, you know basically from the sentencing, you know that Jordan has to come back and there has to be some kind of final confrontation, because Gerald will still have to be living with Malik under any circumstances. You can't just leave and walk away. So it's very solidly foreshadowed in the court case that no matter what, Jordan will come back before Gerald can leave the situation. And if Gerald can't leave the situation, Angel certainly can't leave the situation, so it's only bad passing.
I think that the amount of tension between Gerald and Jordan, like throughout the entire story, really is what makes the confrontation kind of unavoidable. Because even at the very beginning, when Jordan first came to Aunt Queen's house, like on Gerald's birthday, to like meet him for the first time, Gerald just like really, just like even though he hadn't really talked to Jordan at all or like really seen any of the bad things that he had done, he just like had such a bad feeling about him. And so like that constant tension with them like never goes away throughout the entire book, of course, because then Gerald sees him do all these terrible things. But I think that every time he like did another thing, it just made Gerald more and more angry to the point where at the end he would have to like snap at some point. Like it had to like get to that point at some point.
I think, at least in my head, the first thing that came to mind when I was like 6 years, from when he was like 11 or 17. The first thing that came to mind is that like I thought of like a 17-year-old in our high school and how big someone could be, and so the first thing that came to mind was that he can now like fight back and sure. And before he was just like a little like 11-year-old boy that couldn't do anything, and Angel especially couldn't. But now he could protect Angel and actually put up a fight against Jordan. So I think that was really strong foreshadowing to the fact that him and Jordan were gonna have like a big conversation that was gonna end up in someone getting like really hurt.
Part of the thing too is that at the time when Gerald was about 11, he didn't really have like, he knew that something horrible was happening, but he didn't have a complete grasp of the situation. And as he gets older, he understands more how what Jordan is doing is truly awful. And by the time he's older, and by the time that he sees Jordan come back, and Jordan is on his best behavior, but Gerald's trust has already been shattered twice in his life by Monique and by Jordan in the past, and he just completely doesn't trust Jordan. And I think him being old enough to recognize how truly awful what's going on is, it allows him to act a little more quickly on his intuitions than in the past. In the past, when he was a little kid, it took him a while to go and react and try and find help, whereas at the end of the book, he knows immediately to go and try and get somebody else to help him survive.
You could say, that with each stage of his life, he became a little more aware. Like before he went to Aunt Queen, he just thought that his mother's abuse was the normal, and then once he saw that it wasn't, things got better, and then he became more aware. And then Jordan goes to jail, things get better, and then he comes back and he's more aware. And I think that Gerald himself, being an imperfect character, because Gerald has made mistakes in this book, and he's not like a pure angel. Like, of course, he's our protagonist, and of course, like, we will always agree with him, but not always will he be 100% correct. I think it's like inevitable that he would, end up fighting Jordan at the end.
I think that Gerald kind of snapped when he came in the apartment and saw the smoke, but yeah, like when Jordan was abusing Angel, he didn't even notice the fire. And it was kind of all predictable because he knew about, because like we knew about the stove pot being on when Angel was trying to make herself some food, and then Jordan came in kind of whatever, and then the fire started. So like Jordan kind of saved the lives as a monster redeemer, but it was kind of necessary for Jordan to die since he probably would have been in jail anyway.
I also think that it was necessary for him to die because, well, for one, he had went to jail and came back and nothing changed. And so, like, I just feel like anything when they can change, like, if you already have, like, a big conflict, and so, like, didn't even, he, like, had an act that he changed, but obviously he never really did change. So,
1 minute prior to those who haven't spoken.
I agree with that too, because he didn't change, and also, kind of, when he died, it kind of, you could see at the end that changed Monique, and I think that if something that drastic didn't really happen, she would never have kind of gotten over it, and could have stayed the same way that she was, like, when he was arrested the first time, and I think it was necessary for Monique to kind of escape from the situation as well.
You wanna go?
Yeah, okay. So I think like the conflict was predictable even when Jordan came back and started like acting nicer, and it was like, oh, we were like questioning like, has he really changed? But like throughout that time, Gerald was still like super like uneasy about it and like didn't trust him alone with Angel, even if Angel did start showing some signs of trust. So that's why I think like it was unavoidable, the conflict at the end.
There's also a thing where he took over his body. In a way, I think that was the author's way of kind of telling us he had to die for the children to grow up. You know, that had to happen.
I think too with that, like, Jordan's death is definitely the closure on the story of Gerald's childhood, because throughout the book there's always been some abusive person present in Gerald's life. First it was Monique, and then Monique was still around even while he was living at Aunt Kate's house. So there was still an abuser in his life, and then Jordan comes in, and Monique stops being abusive, but she's not helping their scenario. And as it goes on, you can just tell that somehow there needs to be some way to cut off the abuse in Gerald's life. And when you see Monique transform and realize that what Jordan's doing is wrong, that's when you understand that some kind of closure has to happen with Jordan, not with Monique, but with Jordan. And that's why Jordan kind of had to die. He had to get out of Gerald's life somehow, and the most permanent way is death.
How are Gerald